Welcome to San Juan, one of my favorite cities in the Caribbean. San Juan is Puerto Rican's vibrant capital full of history, culture, and tropical vibes. Stay tuned as I take you to San Juan for 24 hours. I'll be going to San Juan from Costa Rica and San Jose. It's the last leg of my birthday trip, and if you're interested in seeing that video, please be sure to click the card here. I enjoyed my stay in Costa Rica. It was everything I expected and more. A delightful surprise was seeing that there is a lot of connecting flights from San Juan, Puerto Rico to many Hispanic and Spanish-speaking countries. So if you're interested in the Caribbean to traveling more, definitely look into that international travel hub in Puerto Rico. I flew on Copa Airlines and the flight route was San Jose to Panama City to San Juan, Puerto Rico. Luckily for me, I had the whole road to myself for this flight, and it definitely gave me some mental clarity to prepare for missing my connecting flight from Panama to San Juan. Honestly, I can't even describe why I miss flights sometimes. Sometimes it's literally just travel anxiety, just my brain is not working. It is not a pleasant experience, so please don't be like me. But I like to think that everything happens for a reason. Maybe there was a reason I missed my flight. Maybe the Uber that I would have caught may have been in a life-altering situation. You just never know. So I'm being sure to give thanks through it all as I'm looking through this footage and just refilming this video. While I was in Costa Rica, I stayed in Santa Teresa, which is more of a beach town on the western Pacific coast. The next time I visit Costa Rica, I'm definitely gonna try to visit the mountainous or volcano side. Now here I am finally in Panama and a little disappointed from missing my connection, but nonetheless I was still able to make it to San Juan that same night. And since I missed the whole day, I'm only gonna have one day left in San Juan, but we're gonna have fun. I stayed in the Condado Lagoon villas, which was a 15-minute drive from the airport and less than a 15-minute drive from Old Town San Juan. I found this stay on Airbnb and it is linked in the description below. I especially loved it because of the clean touches in addition to the balcony, which had an amazing view. Like, look at this. I also loved the villa's surrounding area. There was a lot to see and do, and it was just a very friendly, enjoyable area. I spent my morning getting them steps in and just taking in a day since I already missed so much time yesterday than I had planned. I love that San Juan is filled with personality and life. The fact that there are old fort structures littered throughout San Juan helps to reinforce that this is a cultural gem. First stop of the morning was coffee at 787. I found this gem along my morning walk from the Condado Lagoon Villas, so it's pretty nearby if you happen to stay there. I love a coffee shop with personality and flair. This coffee shop is owned by Puerto Ricans and the coffee is made and sourced here in Puerto Rico, so I enjoy just being part of that sustainable food chain. I enjoyed a coquito latte, which is superb because if you don't know, coquito and December in Puerto Rico is just a combination that I can't get enough of. Next, I took an Uber to Old San Juan, Puerto Rico's old historic district. I love Old San Juan because the history, the culture, the colors, the people, everything about this part of Puerto Rico sets my soul on fire and I can never get enough. Every time I visit, it's like I'm visiting for the first time again. Trust me. After walking around in San Juan for a bit, I found this unique vintage shop. There was vintage clothes, handmade jewelry, and other beautiful items that I just could not get enough of. I love this unique flapper area where there was this vintage flapper dress that you could not touch. Something about me just was I feel like I have to have it. I don't even know where I would wear a flapper dress, but if I got it, I feel like I would hunt for the occasion. Also, look at these earrings. They are so stunning. I typically don't get costume jewelry because my skin has a negative reaction, but that doesn't mean I can't admire it though. Throughout this video, if you keep your eyes peeled, you get to see the three kings, and that's because Puerto Rico is one of the few places that commemorates them. Next up was lunch at La Carreta. I enjoyed my lunch. I had a Cuban sandwich, and as always, the staff are friendly, the drinks are good, the atmosphere is breezy. I just enjoy it. I had an island mule because I was starting to get a little sick here, but I put some passion fruit juice in it, and I must say it was definitely the touch that I needed. After lunch, it was more walking and sightseeing, such as seeing this little under construction historic part of San Juan. Thank you. Every time I'm in San Juan, I find myself in the Poet's Passage. I have one tile from here that I still enjoy watching. It just reminds me of my Puerto Rico adventures. As much times as I visited this shop in Puerto Rico, this is my first time actually seeing that it's kind of like a commemoration, not just for Puerto Rican culture, but also as someone's love for their poet. I just thought that was so cute. Like, imagine creating a store dedicated to the love of your craft and the love of your person, and both of you are artistic, creative geniuses. It's so poetic. It's so unique. Next up was visiting Marshall's, which is literally right across the street from the Poet's Passage. I have to go to Marshall's every time because the deals in here are not to be played with, okay? I ended up getting some SpongeBob bed slippers, which I loved. Then it was just more sightseeing, exploring, taking in the beauty of Puerto Rico's nature. I don't think I've been able to articulate it before, but now that I have the words for it, I love when a city is able to successfully integrate nature in addition to its colonial structures. Like, look at the tiles. Each of the artwork looks as if it's unique and distinct and different, and it's like, who is gonna stop to admire this? I will. But how did you know I would? How did you know? This is the balcony view of my Airbnb. Look how gorgeous it is. Look at how you can just admire the beauty of Puerto Rico from this standpoint. Like, this is a point in the trip where I'm like, yep, I'm happy that I know how to choose places to stay away from home. Even though I typically don't really like heights, this was definitely a little doable. As you can see, I enjoyed myself and took it all in. That night, I got dressed up and went to dinner, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to enjoy it due to, one, the fact that my sickness has started to really set in then, and two, the flavor just wasn't there. It's the morning of the day that I finally end my birthday travel celebrations, and look at this cutie who came to just see me. I named her Orca because she was black on top and white on the bottom, but I enjoy just seeing this natural cat-like habitat that she had curated for herself. She is such a smart and intentional queen. She had the fresh water, she had the trees, she had our attention. How can I not stand? It made me think, the next time I get a cat, I think I'll try to create some kind of natural mangrove tree-like structure for them to play around in, because clearly, like, having that natural essence definitely adds a cute little flair for them. Thank you so much for spending 24 hours in San Juan with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I can take you again next time. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep being real.